Greetings and salutations. Welcome back to Kind of Funny Games. My name is Colin Moriarty. This is Nick Scarpino and Nick.
Yes.
We're here today to talk about a special PlayStation 4 game that we were very excited to play. We've had it for a little while. Finally, everyone can play it.
Right.
It's called Axiom Verge. Now, I'm starting at the Cross Media Bar on PS4. They don't really even call it that anymore. It's a PS3 thing, but we're going to call it Cross Media Bar.
Sure.
Because you wanted to start at the very, very beginning, so we can hear that
the
jam and
experience
music.
you get, you're like, okay, this is cool. You know, you get a sense of the art style right here. And you're like, okay, well, it's loading. It doesn't really tell you it's loading, but you can assume it's loading.
And here it is.
And you're like, that's kind of dope, right?
Very nice.
Oh,
that
and
beat.
that bass kicks in.
That backbeat. Oh yeah. All right, now this is going to be kind of a unique Let's Play for us because this is going to be a Let's Play and kind of a review. I've not beaten the game. I don't know where I am in the game. I'm somewhere somewhat far in the game. You have beaten the game completely.
I have beaten the game.
And we're going to just start one of my missions up. I think I'm like 3 hours in, or not even 2.5 hours.
Okay.
And I've gotten about 16% of the map and 25% of the items, or vice versa. I didn't see that.
16% items, 25% of the map.
That's what I thought I might have said. That made a little more sense.
It makes more sense. So here you're seeing, this is cool, this is one of the various checkpoints, or save points rather, and the game has a lot of these, which is nice. So every time you get past a nice section, hard section, you can bet that there's probably going to be a healthy amount of save points, which makes you a little bit more bold. Now this actually is a great stage to show off some of the fun stuff here. So Colin, use your Axiom Disruptor on him instead.
Okay. Oh, that's the wrong one.
That's the wrong one.
R1, not R2.
So now you'll notice something crazy, and when he shoots that at you, let it go over. It's okay. Now it's blue. So the cool thing about this game is that when you get a multitude of items and weapons and whatnot, but you can actually every time you meet every time you meet an enemy rather, if you hit him with a disruptor, it does certain things. Some enemies it slows down. Some enemies it actually turns you to your side. So if you hit that guy, for instance, hit him with the disruptor. There you go. Now let him shoot at you. Kind of lead him a little bit.
Over on the other side?
Now see, he just revealed
a
section that you can go in now, which you wouldn't have known about before. And that actually makes it a lot easier when you're first starting off, especially in the section where you're at right now, because you don't have a lot of health and you don't have a lot of, you're not really leveled up yet. So now you can kind of skip through that. So if you hit that first person with it, you can skip the whole thing and go all the way up.
Oh, interesting.
Does that
okay.
make sense?
Yeah.
And the game's kind of like that, where you
good
just
for you
sort of
to find out.
happen and discover those things, and you're like, oh, holy crap. Now, of course, later you get another power that will allow you just to kind of go through some of those walls.
God, I'm getting killed here.
Yeah, you're getting wrecked.
It's been a while. I haven't played it in a
The
while.
fun thing is,
Can't go through this yet.
can't go through that yet. I don't know what lab coat you have. I think it looks like you only have the first lab coat still.
I got some code. I'm warm, if that's what you're asking.
No, you're good. So yeah, basically the game is like this. You know, we've talked about this ad nauseam. We've shown it a few times, but the game is very much like Metroid, where if you hit the pad, you can see sort of where your map is right now. So you've already uncovered 5 of the worlds, or 5 of the levels rather.
Yeah, and you can go through and scroll over here.
There's plenty of them. Actually, you're pretty far along. That's not bad.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty far along.
And this is sort of this is kind of the fun part about the game, but it's also kind of one of the bigger drawbacks of it, right?
I'm gonna go back.
For some people, you know, I don't know if you're gonna like a game that requires this much exploration, because the map doesn't really show you a lot of things.
No.
It really is just kind of bare bones map, but it can actually be quite illuminating as far as some of the secret levels. And there's plenty of little secret passageways and various things that you can find in the game that if this is your type of game, if you like this kind of gameplay, you're gonna love this, I think. They say it's about 10 hours long. I've done about 25 hours of it so
wow,
far.
you played that much?
Yeah, because I'm trying to complete the whole thing, and I just cannot find the last 5% of the map. I'm at about 78% of the items and 95% of the map, and I just cannot get that last item. I'm telling you, you gotta use that disruptor. You're getting chewed apart here.
I don't like it, though. I don't like using it.
There you go. Now you can just kind of go.
Now I'm trying to, I wonder if this is the place I'm supposed to go next. Let's look. Nope, this is where I just was. So I think I gotta keep climbing.
You gotta keep going.
And I got this little, like, well, I guess I took some damage, so I don't have that scorpion tail thing anymore.
Now, that thing is one of those things where I don't know what the whole point of that is, per se, yet. It's cool. It gives you an extra little added...
It gets a little more damage.
A little more damage, but it doesn't really do much because it shoots out like a freaking water gun. So it's not great. Let me see which items you have, actually. Go ahead and hit this... yeah, it's map over. Okay, so you've only got... Well, you got 2 of the weapons that you're probably going to end up using the whole game, which is your normal disruptor and the Kilver, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, the lightning bolt.
That thing's badass. It's like the shotgun of the game. And what I like about it is it actually goes through levels, or it goes through areas in the game. So you can. Do you have the drone yet?
No, that's what I figured I need to have. What
you
I
gotta
need
get
for
the
that.
drone. But this thing's like a shotgun. It'll actually go through those platforms, which is cool.
So yeah, this is the.
Do you have the dash yet? No.
Yeah, I do. What is it? It's a double, right?
Yeah. There you go.
So where do you think we should go from here? Let's look at the map.
Let's keep going up.
Keep going up?
For now, yeah.
Okay.
Careful, you got some spiders.
Oh
There
my
you go.
god.
Yeah, you gotta use that big boomstick on them. Boomstick.
Those are devastating.
Now those things, if you use the, I'm killing the name of it. Go to the menu real quick so I can figure out the name of this thing. Go down to the little disruptor down there. What's it called?
This thing.
The field disruptor. Yeah. So the field disruptor is what.
Oh, this thing here. I see.
That's the thing you end up using a lot. Do you have the? You don't have the claw yet, do you?
No. Is that what? So do I need like a better disruptor to get?
Yeah,
through this
you're
door?
gonna need a level 2 disruptor to get through that door.
Okay. So let's go up here and see what's going on. Oh dear. This reminds me of. Actually, I remember going to the screen. This reminds me of Rygar. Do you remember that game? The NES game. Oh, we should look it up later. This reminds me a lot of it. I feel like it has to be intentional.
So the story behind this game, by the way, is that you play as Trace, which is the character you're seeing right there, and you get sucked into this other world. Now, there's all sorts of terminology, and it's not. I'll be honest with you. A lot of the story fell on deaf ears when it came to me. It didn't really track. I don't know how you feel about that, but I'm like, I think it's purposely supposed to be a little cheesy.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be
kind of 80s or 90s.
Yeah, a little obtuse. First of all, like it's not. There wasn't a lot of story in Metroid, even the original Metroid.
Right, and I think it's purposely doing that, which is kind of cool. Because you have his dialogue where he's like, all right, I'm not really sure what you meant by that, but I guess I'll go do what you tell me to do, which is cool. But the story is you get sucked into this world, and there are these gigantic beings, one of which you saw at the very beginning in the intro menu, the title menu rather, and they're asking you to go kill the big bad guy. And there's some twists and turns. I'm not going to spoil any of that stuff for you, but basically you're on a mission to save these creatures in this parallel universe from destruction. And you have to do that by navigating all these little lands.
And there's a little bit of a creep. There's a little bit of a creepiness.
Yeah, there you go. There is a lot of a creepiness.
And for people that are curious, by the way, we already touched on it, but the reason I'm able to go through that is I get a move where if I double tap left or right.
It's your lab coat.
It's the lab coat I'm wearing, so this cool animation
You get the
here.
upgraded lab coat, and it allows you to actually phase through one level of wall per. Yeah, see, I don't know if you can get over this yet.
Yeah, I wonder where I'm supposed to go next. This is where I stopped, so I'm a little confused of where maybe I'll just keep backtracking and see what happens.
So yeah, I mean this is what the game is a lot of. So it's a lot of exploration. It's a lot of looking through your map, and let me see where your map is.
Hold on, it's gonna reload here.
Let's see where you're at. So you're on this level. You gotta keep. You can't go over anymore that way or anymore. Have you tried going all the way that way?
Did this one through this door here? Let's try it. Now, how often? I mean, this is a good question for you because I haven't found myself like totally lost in the game yet. But did you find yourself like really like tragically lost at all in the game?
You do. You go through a period where you're like, I don't know where any of this is, and then eventually you learn the maps. Like after hour 10, you learn the maps, and you start to kind of understand, okay, how they flow, how they build together, and you start to negotiate them fairly quickly. However, that is kind of one of the drawbacks of the game is that there is no fast travel system. You are just if you want to get from one end of the map to the other, they have a little bit of that built in, and you'll see that once you get once you're able to make that jump in the other land, where there's kind of a being that will take you all the way across the map if you stay on her, and it goes pretty fast. But there's a reason why you have to keep going back and exploring the other stuff, because as you increase your abilities, obviously you start to. There you go.
But I don't have the drone or whatever I need to do.
You do not have the drone yet.
So let's see what's down here.
I would use the kill on those bad motherfuckers.
These guys here?
Yeah, you got the shoddy.
I'm not gonna use. There is a quick switch on the sticks, right?
Yeah. There you go. Boom stick. There you go. By the way, this is a fun tip for anyone that's out there playing right now. If you hold L1 down, you can actually just shoot and fire at the same time. Well, there's your
Yeah, those are the quick. Yeah, so we can.
So you can just start firing and shooting and aiming. That's incredibly helpful.
Yeah, that's useful to know.
Very useful. Probably very, very something that you should get used to right now.
Oh, this is where I grabbed something. Okay.
Okay.
So let's keep backtracking then. See where else we can go.
Yep.
We are seeing a nice variety of maps nonetheless. This is a kind of a midpoint of the game, I would say. Maybe not even.
No, you're about a quarter of the way through.
How much bigger does the map get? I feel like I've seen so much of the game already.
It gets big.
Kind of excited to play more, but I kind of just want it on Vita.
Oh yeah, this would be one of those that you just waste hours on. I don't say waste. You're gonna spend a lot of hours playing this because I just enjoy once you level up too. You jump back into your old save and you just wreck things. Like you're unstoppable toward the end of the game. Plus, if you get certain weapons, of which I only have half. I only have half the weapons. There's probably all told, what's 3 rows of like probably 18 to 20 weapons in the game. To put it in context. As well as the number of items. I have every item except for one, which is annoying. And some.
I'm just rushing through, by the way, so we can get to a new part.
Right.
There we go.
I'm trying to think what you need for this. You need that second disruptor. But
I gotta. I'll just keep going left and see
let's
what's
keep going
on
this way and see what's over
here.
here.
Destroy these things.
Love that. You can get a nice trophy for destroying some of the bubbles in this area, by the way. If you use your disruptor on this guy, it turns him. So this is a cool thing. Go up and use the disruptor on one of these guys. Oh, it's not strong enough yet. Never mind.
So you really did run around using the disruptor, huh? I'm just gonna save my game.
Well, when you get the second disruptor, it becomes very, very helpful. For instance, with those guys, on level 2, if you hit them with that, they turn from spurting out those little bad guys to spurting out life.
Oh,
so
interesting.
they'll actually be like in certain levels you have to start, and you have to get really, especially when there's some the boss battles involved, because on some, like this first boss battle, you go in and it traps you there and you're there. Certain boss battles you can actually exit out, go get more health somewhere and come back, and so you have to start managing those resources fairly quickly toward the end of the game if you want to beat some of the bosses. Otherwise, it's just not going to work. You're just going to get destroyed.
So I feel like we'll just go in this direction and see what happens. I feel like there might be something over here that we didn't do yet. Those guys are annoying too. These particular guys see you and then run at you, and you gotta get up.
And they get worse. Well, the other cool thing about the game is this. Sorry, I'm just watching you play.
No, it's okay.
When you go back to these other levels, though, they don't get harder. And so it becomes very, very easy to go back all the way back to level 1 because as you progress backward through the game, as you leveled up, you wreck people. It's just easy. It actually becomes fun fighting these guys because they come at you and you just blow them away.
Yeah, they're right now a little scary, but they can give you a lot of life.
They do give you a lot of life.
And you can see here the thing we were talking about, little scorpion tail that I had. That gives me like an extra bullet, basically.
And that was another upgrade that you got from the ethereal beings that you're fighting for. They give you a little blood upgrade.
So can I
get
get
at full health? You can go through all these now.
I love this. I love how you can just glitch the game out. Like,
well, that's cool, and like certain levels actually have that glitch.
You get a little piece of health here.
Have you noticed that when you use the disruptor, it kind of the whole thing glitches?
Yeah, it's cool. But we can't get up there yet.
Not yet.
So we got a little item there, which is nice. A little backtracking.
Yeah, a little.
I guess we'll just keep going. Let's see. Sure. Let's look at the map here. I was trying to go up, but
have
I wonder.
Have you gone all the way up? What's up there?
Like up and to the left, right?
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna have to go back down and then up that tunnel.
Yeah, you're gonna.
So let's try that.
You can go through that, by the way.
This way here, saying?
I think you can phase through those.
No, you can, but I think it's a. Oh, can I keep? I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you can just keep going. So you start getting that feel for the shortcuts.
This guy's in my way.
Use that kill for just blow him away.
Oh, see, look how good you are at this game.
Yeah, you get.
Nick, see what happens when you put your mind to something, Nick.
I fell for this game. By the way, you have quick button selects on those if you want to do 1 or 2, but you can place those so you can actually switch back and forth pretty quickly.
There we go.
But yeah, you have to get good because some of the you get quite a few weapons in the game, some of which I don't think are useful at all. There's about 3 main weapons that I use toward the end of the game.
Do you think there might be a secret here?
It might be. I don't even remember. See, this is the crazy part. Is I don't even remember this. I gotta go back and play the stage because I don't think I got that.
It's not letting me phase.
No, you can't phase because you can't phase through more than 2 other rocks.
Oh, because I still shoot my little projectile.
Yeah.
Even with the Culver, named after Culver City.
I think it's the Culver.
No, it's the Culver.
It kills. Oh, it's Culver City.
No, it is.
Okay.
No, right. I'm making that up. Oh god, they're shooting little sperms at me.
They are. They like to shoot little guppies at your head.
So let's see going to the left here and see what we can find.
Yeah, let's see what we get here. Have you hit this part yet?
Yeah, this is actually what was one of the hardest parts in the game for me when I first got here, because those guys are fine, but the
So yeah, you start to learn as you do with any platformer like this, where you need to be to hit those guys. Like for instance, you clearly need to be in that little thing shooting upward if you want to get that amount guy. But you can, again, if you use that L2, you can just kind of shoot upward and knock them out.
No, I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, see now you can go over one. So now you can get over
Well, could I glitch that out first?
there. Oh, you know what? I don't think you can. Have you been to this level yet?
Yeah, I have. Oh god, this guy's all on my shit. I'm not used to using this weapon, so I'm playing a little more aggressively than I would.
Yeah, but I love that weapon because you can shoot people from below. Try that disruptor. No, yeah, you
Not
can't
strong enough yet.
You might be able to phase through that. You don't have the second jump. Oh, you do have the second jump. Okay.
Do you think I should try to? Is that possible?
No, you won't be able to do it.
Yeah, I won't even reach that far anyway.
You can't get that high up.
So let's keep going up. I just want to show more people. I'm actually kind of glad that we're not getting too spoilery fighting any bosses. I don't want to spoil the game for anyone.
No, we thought about playing with my save, but that would have been really spoilery. And the game's all about discovering and really kind of going back and finding those hidden passages or finding those levels where something's a little bit off and you phase through it and all of a sudden you're in a whole different level. And you have to actually do that in order to progress in the game, which is crazy.
There might be, yeah, so I can't fit down there.
Yeah, you gotta have a guy for that.
Let's keep going up.
Keep going up. Yeah, now you got that boomstick.
Yeah, I like this weapon. I didn't even really bother with it. It's a good way you put it too, where you're talking about how it's essentially a shotgun.
It's a shotgun,
and it is.
And as you level up, that thing is, you just run through and mow people down with it. Just mow things down with it. So you haven't looked at any of this yet. Now you have the second jump. Can you make that? I think you can make that.
No, still not.
You might be able to.
Is there any way to like?
No, you can't. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not.
Ooh.
Not yet. So that's another dead end.
But did you just get the phase power?
What do you mean
The trench coat?
Yeah, not too long ago. I don't think. I basically when Bloodborne came, I basically stopped playing this, so I'm a little lost myself.
I understand.
No, I mean, let's just keep running. We're seeing a variety of enemies and a variety of stages, and you're kind of getting a feel, at least for the gameplay, and you kind of understand. I mean, if you've played Metroidvania games, I think you kind of understand.
Yeah, this is not gonna be crazy new for you. But what is cool about the game is that it does have a distinct sense of style. It is an homage to those older games, with being a little bit clever with some of the dialogue and some of the way that you play, and it has fun. This is one of the cool things I like, is that it pokes fun at the glitchiness of those older games. Like when you glitch through a wall or something like that. In this, if you're glitching through a wall, that means it's because it's for a reason. The game is technically a marvel, and we should note, by the way, if you haven't heard, this was made by one person. Music, soup to nuts, everything. He did all the textures, he did all the programming, he did all the gameplay mechanics and the music. And if you think of it in terms of that, it is just it's an amazing accomplishment.
It's unreal.
Unreal.
Actually, when you think about it.
Truthfully, truly unreal.
Oh my god, can I not go back either?
You can go.
Oh, I can go
you
up and around.
over. Yeah.
You really do know these maps. Good for
Yeah,
you.
I mean, you
I'm
end
proud
up.
of you, Nick. You know how proud of you I am right now?
If you play long enough, if you're trying to complete the game, you get intimate knowledge of these maps, which at first is hard to think of because the game is so big, and you're like, I don't know if I can play it for that long. You get to know them fairly well.
Let's see what's up this way. This might be a dead end as well. Oop, here's the middle of me and my gun. Yeah, this is a dead end as
You
well.
already got this bad boy. Okay.
Wow, this
See,
game's
it's hard for me to know like linearly like what you have and I'm not.
No, I mean, I don't mind. I'm just happy to play the game again. Feel it out
It's fun.
mechanically.
Now, what do you think as far as mechanics go? Because you play a lot of these. You play, you're a big fan of Castlevania. How does this feel to you?
It feels good. I think that this game's actually somewhat difficult. Your character rather is not a sponge. He takes a shit ton of damage.
I think you might be able to go. Oh no, you can't face it. Oh, you can face it that if you want.
Through what?
That wall right there, I think. As soon as, but I don't know if those go off or not. No, they don't. You don't want to go there.
I wonder, can these things be destroyed? Nope. Like, I wonder if that thing right there is like, no.
I think you can phase through that and walk through those walls if you want.
This one here?
Nope, I lied. You're gonna die.
These things don't do much damage. I've always avoided them. I expected more out of them. So what we're missing must be around here in these two parts, because I can't even go back.
Go over to the other one. Let's see. Yeah, you can't go through there. What's down to the bottom levels? Have you been to the bottom ones yet?
These?
Yeah. So let me see what you're doing with on one of those.
Like I feel like this is the next one we have to be at.
Yeah, it is, but how do you get through that?
I don't know.
Have you? Yeah. See, one thing that you do, or at least I do, is you kind of scrutinize the map, and when it's a solid block, you've sort of looked at that room. When it's sort of a dim block, that means there's something there that you need to look at and sort of discover.
Yeah, that's the other cool thing is the subtleties of the maps themselves. Like if we go back to this section here, you can see that middle arrow pointing left. If you follow that arrow all the way to the right, you see that there's not a hard wall there, which means I can keep going to the right.
Yeah. So
so there's like little things. I did, I think, but we can go back and check it. Let's check it one more time.
Let's check it.
And then we can wrap up the Let's Play. I just really wanted. I'm so glad we're doing a video about this game because I really did want to familiarize people out there that might not be familiar with it yet and show them a little bit different part of the game. When we were still at IGN, I did a pretty extensive preview of the game with the early, like first hour and a half, and we never got to see any of these parts of the game. So,
by the way, if you hit those guys with the disruptor, so this is a small note too. Hit the guy with the hit him. Don't destroy him. Hit him with the disruptor. Now he shoots slower and he only shoots one of those, and he'll give you health.
What do you mean he'll give me health?
They're more likely, I think at least, they're more likely that when you hit him with that disruptor to give you health when they explode.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so it's kind of a little thing where
you really figured this game out, Nick.
Yeah, you take a couple seconds and you can make the enemies work for you, which is awesome. I love that. I love like that sort of
thing that comes up.
readout. That's cool.
Yeah, it's a special game. I'm really.
It's pretty fun. You get all sorts of cool stuff. You know, you get. Have you been here before?
Yeah, we said we were gonna go back and just check that part one more time.
Yeah, oh right, we've already gone through it.
So I'm happy with it, and I think that it's a really I tweeted about it today, but I really love what I have played so far. I think it's really really awesome, and I think people are really gonna dig dig it when they play it for themselves. I'm really pleased to see such a positive critical reaction to this game.
Yeah, it's been reviewed. I think it's at like an 88 on Metacritic right now, which is great. We obviously don't give scores here because we don't believe in numbers, or math.
We mostly don't believe in math.
Math, I think, is honestly, it's like just a cult. I don't think it really does.
I mean, there's something about what you're saying that makes a lot of sense to me.
I don't know, that's what I thought. It looks like that top level. After the boss battle, have you looked at all that stuff?
Yeah, should we go back up there? Let's try. Let's do as one last kind of thing. Let's
see if there's a push that we can. There you go. Get some flounder.
Why are you saying he's flounder? Because he looks like a sea creature?
Because he looks like he's spitting sperm out of his mouth.
He is. Don't judge him.
I mean, I don't judge. I'm not one to judge, if you know what I mean.
So let's go this way. No, this is just where we were. We can't go this way.
Try going all the way over. Have you been over there yet?
Just way to the right?
Yeah,
this will bring us to the place we just were, and then this will bring us kind of full circle. We could probably wrap it up from there. But I'm glad. So, do you think that there'll be a sequel?
Yeah, 100%. And I think for a couple of reasons. One, I think that I hope it's a critical success. I hope people get out there and play it. I don't think it's very expensive. I think, what is it, $20?
Yeah.
And it's fun to play this old school sort of platformer style game on your PS4 because it's flawless. I mean, at no point does it ever, unless the game wants to, does it ever slow down. Have you been here?
Yeah, this is where we came from.
Where you were.
There's one other thing I want to try before we go this way. But so you think there'll be a sequel?
I think there'll be a sequel. I hope there's going to be a sequel. It's definitely, it doesn't leave you necessarily wanting more because there's just a ton of gameplay in this. And like I said, I think the game's supposed to be about 10 hours long, but I played it for a lot longer than that, just trying to find every nook and cranny of fun secrets that I possibly could. And it's definitely worth checking out. I don't know if there's a demo that people can download, or
I don't know if this will get a demo or not.
But I think it's worth, if you're liking anything you see, it's definitely worth the purchase because I enjoyed the hell out of it. And I don't even like games all that much. And this is literally one of those games where my wife's like, "Oh, you're still playing that?" And I'm like, "I haven't figured everything out yet, so you need to just shut your mouth."
Shut your mouth, or we're getting divorced.
And by that I said, "Yes, ma'am. I'm just gonna keep playing if that's cool. If that's okay with you." I don't want to end this Let's Play until you figure out where to go next.
Yeah, I want to figure it out too, but I just don't want to belabor the point either. And I kind of look at these kinds of things as being a little serendipitous too, that we're not really spoiling anything, we're just kind of showing environments.
It's true.
So we wanted to try to go this way and see if there's anything we missed.
Yeah, let's see if there's something. Oh, that's right, this is the boss battle. And you'll see that denotes sort of that you're going into a boss battle as
this
the
little
ominous
skull.
red pipe. So when you see that, if you're not fully at level. Have you done this whole thing?
Yeah, I beat this boss, and then I did.
Another fun thing here, not to spoil it, but there's more blocks that are hidden.
Yeah, you have to use them to get across to get the items, which I think we already got. But let me look at the map. There is something over there that we didn't get.
Yeah, I think you got By the way, the water. The other thing too is the water isn't that much damage. You can just probably jump. Oh, now you can phase through that though, right?
Yeah, but yeah, like this. There we go.
There you go.
I like that zoom out and zoom in is really
Yeah,
nice.
that's really cool. Did you hit that thing?
Yeah, so we hit this thing,
so, yeah,
I
that's
think.
all you gotta do, I think.
And then these pumps are going. So this shows you a little bit of the aftermath of one of the boss battles, and then you go in here and get an
You
item.
got the item, yeah. Okay.
So yeah, and that's the item where you learn how to phase, because you get in there and you get the pipes, and then you can't get out without
right,
phasing.
you can't get out.
So I mean, that's a good. I mean, I still kind of. I don't know about you, Nick. I kind of feel like that's a pretty good look at Axiom
Yeah,
Verge
I
in
mean,
terms of
anything
gameplay.
more, we're just spoiling the hell out of everything for everyone now. So.
But this room has a huge. It's awesome. There is a really pretty awesome boss fight in here. But
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad we're not showing it to you. I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
So that's Axiom Verge, PlayStation 4. Be on PlayStation Vita and PC soon. And it has been announced for any other platforms, but I would not be surprised if in the next year, 18 months, 2 years, that this game comes to Xbox One.
Yeah, I hope it does. I hope it does because I hope everyone gets a chance if you don't have a PS4 to enjoy it. Like I said, I thoroughly did. I love the style, I love the gameplay. I just started playing and then realized that 10 hours had gone by, and that's just a sign of good old-fashioned game craft,
Hell yeah.
as they say.
No, it's true, man.
Well, Colin, thanks so much for joining me, and thanks for sharing your save with us.
Yeah,
and,
no problem.
Yeah, guys, let us know in the comments below if you get a chance to play Axiom Verge or if you're interested in it. Let us know what your experience has been like with it. Like I said before about 1,000 times, I really liked it, and I hope you do too. And if not, let me know why in the comments below. And if you like this stuff, make sure you subscribe to us at Kind of Funny Games. Go over to youtube.com/kindoffunny if you haven't already and check out our other smattering of content. Because we have a smattering of content. But until then, stay classy.